Alright, so next subject is the chat. Okay, so if you're just starting out the game, you will notice right at the bottom here, you will see your chat. Now, if you click on the button there that was a shield, you have a choice up here. If you look at the top left-hand corner, it says chat. You have a choice whether to go into global. And this, if you come into here, you will actually see everyone like worldwide. I think it is, or Pacific item. Pacific, not item, sorry. A Pacific, I don't know if it's specific countries or not. Oh, it might be just worldwide. This is where everybody is talking globally. I'm assuming that it is worldwide. So this is where everyone's talking worldwide, and you can talk and maybe recruit players here, just make friends with other players. Or if you want, if you're like me, you can actually just leave it on Alliance, and this is where only you and your Alliance will talk, and no one else can see this other than you and your Alliance. Now, one more thing is you got blocked users. I don't block people. If I don't want to talk to them, I just want to talk to them. But you have here blocked users. If any people are blocked, I'm assuming that they're probably in here. I don't know what that is about, so that's another thing there. Next subject is what is the store? Okay, here we go. So if we come right at the right hand side here, it says store. If you actually click onto the store, did we cover this bit? I'm not actually too sure. I'm not sure we covered this. Alright, so crystals we covered. So if you actually click on the crystals, that will take you to where the crystals, where you can buy crystals. The units will be where you buy units. And we did tell you guys about units, didn't we? Yes, we did. Alright, so you know about the units and you have to buy them and stuff. Correct? Did I? 1 second. Sorry guys, I'm just going down my notes just to make sure we did tell you about the units. Yes, we did tell you about the units. Okay, so items. You can actually come into the store as well to buy items. So now if you see here, these will actually be items you can buy. I did actually tell you about this when I told you about units, didn't I, guys? Yeah, I did. But I'll tell you again anyway. This is where you can come and buy units like healths, revives. And if you actually come down here, this is, remember when I told you about them Alliance quests? You will actually need special health potions and health revives, team revives, to actually go into that. You can't actually use your normal revives and health potions in that Alliance quests. That big giant grid where I showed you with them crazy high stats, them crazy high rating characters were, you saw a minute ago. That's where you use these red ones. You see they got that little shield there. That's how you'll know, but you'll need to buy them with units as well. Now energy refills are here for when your energy runs out. We'll get onto that in a minute. As you can see here, Stony Mastery Core, you will need these to open up certain parts in your mastery. I'll quickly show you this. As you can see there, if you go into your mastery again, I should have showed you this in mastery, but we'll show you it here. If you actually come into here, you can see where it's locked. If you click onto one of these where it says unlock, you can actually see very slightly dimmed out. You can actually see it, one of them green things there. You would actually need to buy one of them green things to unlock that. So then you'd actually go into the store, and I think it's going to go straight back into the store where we actually went off, and you can actually see. So you actually need to buy one of them to actually unlock that. No, it's not going to. Alright, so next subject is battle points. Okay, battle points. Let me go into crystals because it will show up the battle points here. Now, if you look at the top middle, as you can see right there, there was a shield with blue in the middle and silver on each side. That is battle points. Now, battle points, first I'll tell you what you use battle points for, and then I'll tell you how to get them. Alright, so when you actually get battle points, these battle points are used to buy these arena crystals. Now, these are the only way you can buy these arena crystals. You actually cannot buy these arena crystals with gold. You can't buy them with units, nothing else. These crystals can only be bought with battle units. And as you can see, if you want to buy one, it costs 2,000 battle points. Now, at first, when I first started the game, when I finally got to 2,000 battle points, I was like, I don't want to waste all of that on one crystal and not get nothing. I thought it was a total waste. I was like, hell no. But as you gradually go along in the game and you start playing it a little bit more often, you will know. As you can see, I've got over 100,000 battle points, dudes. So as you see, you save up and you will actually be able to get more and more as you're going along. But that's basically what they're for. Now, how you get them is if you go into fight, and there's a couple ways to get them. Which way should we show you first? Let's go into story mode. I think you actually get rewarded for some of them in here. Let me just check 1 second, guys. So if you come into rewards, no, you don't get any in this one. Okay, I was mistaken. Sorry there, guys. If you come out of here and you actually go into versus, Now, you can actually do a one-on-one. If you win one battle, you actually get 100 points. When you go into these 3 versus 3, sometimes there's even 5 versus 5. No matter which one it actually is, anything in here, you'll win battle points. So when you win a fight, when you actually just win one fight, what will happen is at the end of that fight, you'll get some gold and some battle points. Like 15 or something, nothing major. But at the end of your 3 fights or 5 fights, in whichever mode you actually pick, so it could be going for a character, like I said before as well, it could be going for one of the catalysts, whatever's in here, in this little bit here, you will actually win battle points for. So if you're doing a 3 versus 3 and you win 3 of your fights, all 3 of your fights, you'll be rewarded with 300 battle points. If you only win 2 out of your 3 fights, you'll win 200 battle points. If you only win 1 out of your 3 fights or 5 fights, you will only win 100 battle points. So you get my drift there. If you actually go in a 5v5 and you actually win 5 out of your 5 fights, I think you actually win 550 battle points. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. For the veteran players that are watching this, I'm not actually too sure. But you should actually win a little bit over 500. So that is how you actually get your battle points. Is mainly in here is where you'll be conceding them a lot, and you can actually get them on milestones as well. So if you actually go into the view rewards, if you can see here, when you're progressing, making all your gains in your points, you actually come along your milestones and you'll actually see you're actually rewarded with some battle points. So your first one 750, when you come down to your second one 1500, when you get down to your third one another 1500, and so on and so forth. So when you get down to your fourth one, that's 3000. That's a lot of points to get to, so you can actually get them in milestone rewards as well. Okay, so next subject is, I go into the crystals again. Where you saw the battle points at the top middle, where you see them ones there, it's going to flicker to another, where you see here this like a bronze sort of shield. That's actually your alliance points. Now these alliance points are actually used to buy these crystals right here, guys. Now you need your alliance points to actually open up these crystals. Like I said before, with arena crystals, you can't actually buy these with anything else. You need alliance points to actually open these. Now the only way to get these alliance points is joining an alliance, and you have to help out. There was a fly, I had to kill it. You actually have to help out where it says here, it says help. So now what will happen is, like I told you, when you go into your arena events, you will actually, like I told you before, when you recharge them, you have a choice. Instead of recharging them, you can actually click on it and it will bring these people up here, and then you will help them cutting their time down. Because remember before I told you it was 2 hours to charge up every time. So now if I help them like this, it will actually cut their time. I believe it could cut their time in half. So it goes from 2 hours to 1 hour. I'm not actually 100% certain on that, but I know it cuts them down. But every person you help, you actually get 10 alliance points, and you can only get up to 1000 per day. So obviously once you hit your limit, still help everyone. Don't not help everyone just because you reached your limit. Still help them because you're helping out your alliance, guys. Just come in here, help them. Once you get to your 1000, once the timer reaches 0, it will start over again. Your 1000, you can get another 1000 after that. But remember, always help them out. Don't not help them out just because you've reached your limit, guys. Don't do that. That's very selfish. So always help them out. That's a way to get your alliance points. Next subject is inventory. So if we click on the menu here, it says inventory right here. So inventory is where you can see your upgraded items, which is your ISO and catalyst. As you can see, these are all the catalysts you have in here, which I told you before. And as you see, like these crystal looking things, these are actually called ISOs, which you use to level up your characters. This is all the stuff you actually have in your box right here. So it's just showing you. And also, if you want to sell stuff, which I don't normally tell people to sell stuff, but if you either have no use for it because you can't level up no more because you haven't got no more characters or anything, you can come here and sell your stuff if you need to. But always try to hang on to it if you do. The only thing I would say to you, if you come into your box and this stuff starts to run out and you literally can't use it, then you just take out the best stuff and then sell the rest that you want. But this is where you find all your stuff in here. If you come back, you can find your items you actually win as well. So on your milestones, or every time you complete a certain mission, you'll be rewarded with stuffs like healths or revives or anything like that. this will be where everything is. Even obviously the pim canisters, which I have loads, they're actually nothing. I don't really need to tell you about them pim canisters, because hopefully they're going to scrap this idea, and you won't even need them. You won't even need to use them after the Ant-Man event anyway. But as you can see here, these are different things. If you want to, like, say this is an attack boost, 10% attack boost. Now this is where you come to, because if I want to use it, I'll just go use, and there you go. So you come into your inventory to use your rewarded items or your upgraded items. Okay, last but not least, the main subject everybody's probably wanted to hear this whole time is how to get new champions. Okay, as you can see, all my champions are here. Yes, it looks like a lot, but it took a lot of money and at the beginning hard work. At the beginning it took a hard work to get them here, because at the beginning I did play the game a lot, but not so much now, because it takes a lot of hard work to get characters. But we're going to tell you how you get new characters. Okay, so the main and easiest way to get characters is obviously crystals. Now you have choices of which crystals to buy. We've went over the crystals which you can get now. Premium crystals, these ones will reward you with a 2-star and a 4, between a 2 and a 4-star. It's guaranteed always at no less than a 2-star, and you always have the chance of winning a 3 and 4-star. Obviously your arena crystals, this is the only way you can actually find a 3 or a 4-star Punisher, is in that arena crystal. And then as you come down here, you can actually have a chance to win a 2-star and a 3-star Unstoppable Colossus, which is only in that Alliance crystal as well. So you'll need to get battle points to open these arena crystals to actually go for a Punisher if you want a Punisher. And you're going to have to help out your Alliance if you want this 2 or 3-star Unstoppable Colossus. There's another thing all the way down here which says daily crystal. Every single day you will always get a daily crystal, and you have a chance, if I believe, to obtain a 1-star, 2-star and a 3-star, but nothing higher than a 3-star. Some people tell me they get 4 stars out of it, but it says here, right here in big bold writing, claim your crystal every day for a chance to obtain a 3-star hero. You can't get anything over a 3-star, but some people believe that they actually get 4 stars out of it, but that's not the case. You only can win up to a 3-star, nothing higher than that. Obviously special crystals will always come out each week. These crystals obviously will reward new characters as well. The odds ain't that great, guys. If you want to check out the odds before you spend your money on the game, just check out how many videos I actually got talking about it. There's loads, like literally loads and loads. You can see all the odds. You can see me open up thousands of crystals, guys, like literally thousands. You can see the odds for yourself before you actually want to spend your own money on the game or use your hard-earned units to actually go for them, depending on which crystals you want. The main way that a lot of players that play the game a lot, like the grinders, people that actually want to sit on the game, as you can see here, we'll take you into versus. This is where you can actually win characters as well. So as you can see here, these are special events that are open for 3 days. Sometimes you can win Alliance ones, which are open for about a week. But for these 3 days, if you grind it as much as you can, you have the chance. I will show you, if you go into rewards, you actually have a chance of winning that specific character. So if we go into rank rewards, you have to be a certain rank to get these characters. Now you might think, oh, top 1,000 I can get 3-star. No, dudes, that's a lot of points. Now remember, this is a beginner's guide, so you probably won't even be going for this one anyway straight away, because you won't even have enough 4 stars to go through it. But when you do get to that stage, it takes millions and millions of points to get these characters. In fact, you're gonna probably have to, over these 3 days, you'll probably have to sit down in a room with nobody else in it between 5 to possibly 8 hours every day for 3 days to actually get enough points to win these characters. So it does take a lot of hard work, a lot of grinding to get these characters. That's why, if you guys have been following my channel, if you've just come to it, you might not know, I've actually quit arenas and I'm never actually doing them again. It takes up way too much of your life. But if you're one of them people that actually absolutely love the game and absolutely have to play it, just know it is going to take a lot of time. You actually have to use units to recharge your characters that we talked about before to get them as well. You need crazy high scores to get this, but this is another way, and a lot of way that a lot of people actually get their new characters. Me personally, I take my luck with the crystals. It's a waste of money, but at the same time, I'd rather waste money than my life, dudes. But that was basically it. That was the beginner's guide, dudes. So Obviously we've split this into parts, because if I didn't split it into parts it was actually so long, this video. I think it was roughly about 50 minutes to an hour, but that was roughly a beginner's guide, certain amount of parts to it. Dudes, if you found it helpful, leave a little like, a little comment. If you have any questions about the game as well, maybe I can help you out. Just leave a little comment below. And if you liked it, leave a little thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, dudes, just click that subscribe button. It's free anyway, you might as well. But dudes, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.